Hey everybody, this is Larry, this is me going Q3 of the weekly contest for 93 longest arithmetic sequence after changing at most one element. Hit the like button, subscribe button, join me on Discord, let me know what you think about this one. So I thought this was the most difficult problem in the problem set. I don't know, I struggled with it. But there are a couple of ways to write about this, and I think there are people, there are different ways of looking at this. So definitely explore different ways. For me, for this problem, I'm just going to go over the way that I did it. And the way that I did it is just by dynamic programming. It's a whole no skip thing. And it's very basic. And the hard part is actually proving the bounds more than the code itself, which I struggled with during the contest. And honestly, during the contest, I thought there may be some greedy-ish idea that I could play around with, but I was very wrong. I spent a lot of wrong answers on it, as you can see, trying to get it to work, but I was just like, and I gave up on it, and then I did this. The key idea, like I said, is going to be that, the proving the bounds. But let's go over it first, right? So here we have this for loop, and what it does is that we start at every two numbers, right? So every two numbers we go, okay, well, every two numbers forms the two bases, right? So every two numbers you get a delta, and then it just keeps on going, right? So you check whether it exists. So then you have A. So for example, if you have A, B, C, D as four numbers, then you check, well, A and B, and then see whether C and D matches A and B. And you're able to skip one, so you keep track of that, right? And then the other cases, you skip A and you go, okay, B, C, but you also count A as just skipping A, right? So you explicitly count skipping A, X as in skipping, so that you count that as a sequence, right? So that I did that. So this is if this case skip the first number, and then another case is just if you skip the middle number, and that's it. That's kind of how I handled the for first number in the sequence. That's how I did it, right? And then you just kind of update the index, and then you update. So the function has index and delta and a variable. A variable just means that whether you're available to skip. Index is just the current index, and delta is the delta that you check for. And the delta is the part that is confusing or difficult to figure out the bounds, right? Index goes from 0 to n, availability is, Boolean, and then delta, apparently spelling is difficult too. Delta is question mark. We'll go over in a sec. But yeah, and once we have this delta down, then we really don't just go. We have two choices, right? We have what I always say is take no take, right? So this part is going to be no take because we skip, or you could say we take the availability. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But it is, you either skip the next number. I mean, no, this is all skipping the next number, but either the next number is the last number, because if this is the case, then you can't skip the next number, because this is the last number, right? So let me write that out. This is the last number, no skipping, right? But you update it to max, because then now, you update it to 1 because you just skip it, right? Otherwise, you skip the next number, and this, of course, this is if you want to use the same idea, right? A, B, C, D, right? Let's say we're here. This is the current index, and then we skip the next number. So this is one case, and then this is the last number. Is if you have, if you're here, then you cannot take it because you cannot skip it. And the indexing is a little bit weird because we count the number. I don't count the first number or something, so that's why it's off by 1, or it seems like it. But yeah, here we just skip. Well, here we don't skip, right? If the delta is correct, then we just keep going. And here, if we skip a number, we just have an extra criteria of, okay, delta plus delta, because you're skipping the next number, then two numbers away is going to be correct. Update to false. This is just keep the same, right? Otherwise we keep going. And that's it. Very straightforward in theory. I mean, simple but not easy. I spent a long time here, but yeah. So then here, what's the question is? Well, what is this delta? Delta could be really big, right? So why is this fast enough? Why does this pass? Well, the key idea is just that delta can go up to like 4 numbers, right? Because basically, everything kind of goes together. So then, I hope this is right. If not, then I have to kind of fix this later. But it does pass, so I don't know. But the idea here is that for every pair of numbers, right? So for every pair of number, it creates a delta, right? So there are, so in a sequence of length n, we have n deltas, or technically n minus 1 deltas. But the thing is that for every of those deltas, let's say we have the first 2 numbers, or let's just say we have a lot of numbers, 80, right? So then now, how many deltas comes to G, right? So if you really think about it this way, well, you have a B minus A delta, right? What happens? Well, A minus B either goes all the way through, or it skips one and then goes all the way through, right? So in that case, B minus A is a possible delta. But if B minus A is a possible delta, that means that a lot of these also has the same delta because it has to contain you through, right? So that means that in some way, because of pigeonhole, I mean, let's just say, you have to skip, but E minus D is equal to B minus A, right? Or there is a skip, but so that's basically the idea, is that, okay, coming all the way through, you really only have a couple of possible deltas, because either they all match, or if you can't skip 2 numbers, right? So if you skip one and then it doesn't match, then you're already eliminated, and you start a new streak coming from that direction or something. So that means that for each G in this case, there's only like, I want to say 4 or 5, or maybe that's even an upper bound, but I'm too lazy, too tired to kind of go to be precise about it, right? But yeah, it's just like this one. Well, you skip one, right? Well, here it's, if this is a new delta that's different than this one, then you can't skip in the future, or like AB. Well, either you skip in the future and it still works, or AB doesn't skip in the future and it doesn't work or something, right? You could go for all the scenarios, but and kind of figure out how many there is. But that's kind of the general idea, general structure, for that there's only a linear number of inputs. And yeah. And that's it. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And yeah. You can watch me sub live during the contest now. Okay, alright, let's hope it works. Okay. I don't know what's going on anymore. How do I not go back to the problem list? What is going on with these buttons? Why? Just take me to the... Stop. Just open a new window for me. What is going on? Okay, fine. I like it in different windows, but yeah, it's very messy. Okay. Array nums. Okay, bring this back. I don't know what I clicked on. Okay. Yeah. Leetcode and trying to be fancy. Alright, arithmetic of the difference between consecutive elements in a subarray is constant. Okay. Okay, so you replace 10 with 3, so then it's 5. Okay. You can only replace one element. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, right. So that would give us, you know, but okay. So how would I fix this? So this is going to be -4. If this is -4, right? So then we can extend this. Do I want to solve it this way? Maybe. I want to solve it here. Oh, we moved the first one, so then, yeah. So you change either the first number so for each number, we either change it. How do I want to write this? So for each number, we either here we change it to -2. So we have a +7, -7. Okay. What is the cleanest way to do it? Because the alternative is not changing it, right? What is the cleanest way to write this? Not even clean, just avoiding edge cases. I think we just do twice, right? You could do it forward and backwards, right? So here, fine. Then now just return f of delta, or like that, right? So then yeah, okay. Is that good enough, though? Do you always only go in 2 directions? Yes, because an edge will only give you 1 by definition. Okay, maybe. We'll see. I don't know if this is quite correct, honestly. I might have to add 1 later, but that's fine. And that's equal to x, right? carry is none, then we fix it by carry is equal to x minus last, else and continue the streak maybe. Else, then now I don't like this, but okay, fine. Otherwise, then now if no this is really annoying actually. Look at it in terms of 3 numbers. No, I don't want it like this. Okay, let's just do the dumb things first. Okay, this is not going to be right because we didn't modify one of them, right? At most one. No, okay. Also this +1, I forgot. But okay, so then how do we handle this now? We want to replace. Man, why am I so bad at this? Otherwise, then here we use and usage of true, and then 1 carry is equal to last minus x technically this is a container, but this has to be settled, so maybe this is an else if it is used and carry is not none, then we set carry to none, x to carry, maybe? What was it again? If it's not used, okay, so then now we set carry as equal to last number minus 5 minus 7, so then actually this part, okay, so carry gets subtracted. Okay, carry is equal to none. Yeah, and then else we start a new one. It's a mess though. And that's not even right. And this before. Oh, wait. That's because this part. If x is equal to less, then we're good. Else, something like that. Okay, but this should not be 4. Why? Because we have what was the delta? 1 negative 1 4 1. So then this gets -3. Then this gets +4, right? Oh, because the next one always has to change. So it's not just all this stuff. Okay. Well. Also, I reused this, so that's actually bad. But okay. Okay, then now okay, fine. Right, something like this. That makes it a little bit easier actually. Maybe that's why, right? So then now if used, okay, so if it's not used, then yeah, difference is equal to x array of index +1 difference, right? Else if it is used, then we start over. Oh. Yeah, this is so annoying. Oh yeah, I did knew this. What? Alright, that's actually bad still. Why? This is forced, right? So if last is... Oh, because this is forced. No, but then... Oh, does enumerate not allow me to do it? Because it might actually be generated beforehand. Okay. What? Really? How? Oh. No, because we... Oh, no. This forces it, right? So, class is none. Right? Okay, yeah, it does stuff. Okay, so this is only 2. Right, so on 1, it's different. Okay, fine. Oh wait, did I not? Oh, I didn't set true is equal to 1 or 2, whatever. I see. All right. This was a problem. Okay. I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna YOLO submit. I knew it. Okay, so there's this number, so I put 3. Actually, you could do 4. Well, this is just 3 without changing any numbers. So, okay, this is where my code doesn't work because I try to do it from the ends, and you have to pick one. No, why doesn't it though? Oh, because it takes this and then it, yeah, okay. I see. So this is for connecting, and maybe, I don't know if this works, but I'm just gonna, actually was thinking about this case, but I couldn't figure it out, and I just got confused really. Streak is equal to 1, last is equal to x, and then that's it. Okay, we just change 1 next to it, right? Oh, well, it's going to be +2 as a result. Oh, and we did not. Okay. This is pay to win, but okay, fine. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's just a mess. Okay. Wow. Oh man, what edge case am I missing? This is getting sad. Expected 4. I get 3. I mean, I see the case, but it's just that when you do a delta on one of these. Alright, maybe I do need to rethink how I want to write this. This is a mess. That's why I was spending so much time thinking about it instead of writing it, but I just couldn't come up with it, I guess. This part is fine. And it's going to be slow. Okay, so how else would I write it? I was hoping that this was good enough, but I see that it is not. I don't even know. How do I even think about this then? Wait, this is this 4? Why is this 4 then? Only the delta matters. The actual input doesn't matter, so then now we're. That's what I'm doing. So we change this number. No, that doesn't make sense. I think. This, and this, right? Changing first number, that's why. So that doesn't. So that every 3 numbers, is it? Maybe? Am I mixing it up? Because basically these two, the average of these 2 numbers should be equal to last. I think that's the thing, but I don't know how to check that in a good way. Kind of see it here. That's I don't actually. Maybe I just don't know how to solve this. Okay, let's rethink this with DP maybe. Or binary search maybe. So for every index, for every delta, we go for every delta. Oh, this is awkward, but problem is I'm still thinking, like I'm missing how to do it in a connective way. So either that I'm not understanding this thing, right? Why is that giving me 4? Or yeah, why should that give me 4? Which 4? Maybe I have to understand that a little bit better. Actually, I have no idea why this would give me 4. If I change. What do I change to get 4? Am I confused? Well, I mean, yes, but I changed this one? No. How would I get 4? Actually, I have no idea. Am I just... These 4 maybe? No, that doesn't... Well, maybe... No. 1400? No, that doesn't make sense. These 4? Maybe this 4 actually. So then it's 1003. So, okay. 67662. Oops. 67662 plus 003 plus 1. Okay, so it is. So then it starts with here, and then we want to. So, okay. I see. So we want to start at every index maybe? And then these averages out. How do I find that then? Man, maybe I just suck at math. possibly these as well, to be honest, but then how do I find it? These 4 numbers. Right, wow, maybe I just don't know arithmetic things. So it's for the Let's start with DP and prefix sum or something. Maybe, okay. We always submitted this like 3 times, so it's okay to delete. Right. I don't know anymore. Right. So then now delta, right? Okay, so then now f of I, no, okay, so then, yeah, okay, so delta is equal to I, nums of I minus nums of I minus 1. So then we check f of I delta, no, yeah, delta nums of I is equal to f of minus 1 delta nums of I minus 1 plus 1, or, well, maybe not, or we skip the previous, right? If I minus 2, right? So delta is equal to 2. If delta mod 2 is equal to 0, otherwise it's just weird, then I delta divided by 2 nums of I is equal to max of, and there should be a max anyway, but no, I don't think you need a max, but maybe you need it though. The 2 nums of I minus 2 is plus 2, kind of. You have to add a thing to it. Yeah, so maybe like add a true or false for used or available maybe. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. And then yeah, and then this is skip. So this force, you go to this thing's true plus 2. This is wrong. Is that right? Yeah, return minus 2 should be right. Okay, and then return max of f dot values plus 1 maybe. Is this right? No, this is wrong for this one. Why? Like I didn't submit it. I almost did though. But so this is all ones. Why is it all ones? The last number is 2, right? So then now we look at this 7. Why are these all ones? It should be 2. Okay, so the 6. Okay, so we have to we have to change the 1. That's why, right? So then the 6 and the 4. I see. So then here maybe the force can actually also okay, fine. So this is true, and then what is it? No, this is true if we take it from the previous force. Okay, so it's force, which is fine. Yeah, this is wrong. Okay, so let's do it that way, but then now here, okay, so it's force, what is this? Oh, this is a variable, not yet. Okay, so no longer variable, we skip, but then the other way of, okay, so this is skip the previous, and then now this is skip the one from 2 ago or something, right? So then delta is equal to num sub I minus num sub I minus 1. So we actually have this already, kind of. Then now, how do I skip it? I delta num sub I, if it's a variable, to skip, yep. There should be a max somewhere too, but okay, so then now if it's equal to how do I skip that one? Huh. So I have to go back to the previous one almost, right? Do we just keep the last one? No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm so bad at this. So if it's available, then we do this, or it's like I-3. I don't know. Maybe this is just a dumb way of doing it. I don't know. Maybe I could just do top down. Would that even work for 10 over? Alright, let's figure it out. I don't know. So if I index, I mean, I am storing all the things anyway. Delta available, right? Why am I so bad at this? Otherwise, okay. So if available, then we can skip the next number, right? Maybe. If sub index plus delta is equal to sub index plus 2. Else, then yeah. Else, that's it, right? So if yeah, okay, fine. Well, yeah. I don't know if this is this is fast enough. Also, yeah, this plus, and this is not total. This is longest. What am I doing? What am I doing? This plus 2 more. From index. What am I doing? Okay. Because delta. More like that. This is still wrong then. I mean, this should be this +1, but that's doesn't fix this because it doesn't fix the first number. So so we could do this to skip the next number, but how is this not 3 anyway? Because you could do 2, 6 and then replace this number with 10 or something, right? We don't skip the last number either. Okay. So available, do this. Actually, yeah, else we've just skipped the next number anyway. Something like that. What was this number? This is definitely not, but how? This is one of these is wrong, but no, this is wrong. Okay, we skip the next number, keep the same delta, right, and then it's just gonna break. I am incompetent. I don't know how to do this. Something like this, but okay. So okay. Else if index is okay. So there are no second digits. And one more, right? Why? Why is this returning? Oh, because it's just not used. No. So this isn't quite right. So we're skipping index +1, right? So if this is the case, then we do it because that's the number we're skipping. Okay. Is this right? I don't know. I'm gonna YOLO just because I am tired of this problem. It may time out though. Ooh, maybe not. This is the same problem that I had before. I mean, I think the way to solve this is just by doing it backwards. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't need to memorize it actually. At this point, I'm just like YOLOing. I'm not even like, still my timeout. But yeah, Maybe I should have done it that way to begin with. Alright, that's 3. I actually did think about this solution way initially, but I thought that I couldn't prove the bounds. That's why I didn't do it that way. And yeah, I needed to do the reversal. I wasn't sure, well, because I did the other way and then I did it with the reversal. I thought that I wasn't sure that that is necessary, but yeah, I just turned out to be skip note, take no tick, but why did I write this twice? I mean, it's cached anyway, but I don't know. That's weird. Oh, because I was trying to write this for skipping the first number, but instead I wrote it here. Or yeah, I tried to do a thing where I skipped the first number, but then I end up writing this anyway. I don't know. And it's still kind of slow. That's why I wasn't confident about it. I mean, it is kind of slow, but I thought that, and I just couldn't prove the bound. But then I was end up doing it the other way anyway, which is basically what I was writing, except for bottoms up. Oh, I do wonder if I could write this in a way such that I skip the first number or something. Because that was what I was kind of struggling with a bit. And it'll be probably in the for loop somehow. Maybe I could write something like skip this number, maybe. Yeah, maybe I could put it this way, like not available. Or maybe something like, if index is greater than 0, we skip the previous number. So then we just have a +1, something like this, maybe. Would that work? Instead of doing the reversal, which is a little bit hacky. No, why doesn't this work? So this skips the previous number. Why doesn't this work? Because one would. Oh, I see. I don't know. Oops, how do I this is such a crap. How do I do, like, oh, it has to be have at least 4 numbers. I think that's the part I forgot. Because I was trying to do 3 number examples and I just couldn't figure out why. But okay, so in this case, that's why the reversal makes sense. I mean, we could also, in this case then, I could have just done, well, maybe this would have, maybe we still need that, but we basically have to do this logic here too, right? So we skip the next number. So then it is press right, f of index plus 2 num sub index plus 2 minus num sub index. But I really thought that the search space would be bigger. I guess I just did my math wrong on that one. Plus 2, something like that maybe. Yeah, we have to check that index plus 2 is less than n, right? Does that fix it? And now we don't have to do the reversal? No. Oh, well, that's just because I forgot to check. I mean, that's just sloppy. Well, I mean, you know, this is obviously after the contest, so I'm clearly not thinking for the edge cases on a lot of these things. So okay, so you don't even need to reverse that. You just have to be really careful. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, this contest, everything in between. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.